Hello, this is Norman Daniels from Paxton Presbyterian Church again. And today I'd like to talk to you about a myth that has been in this church for 30 to 50 years. I keep hearing it every once in a while. And today we're going to prove that it was a myth. The myth is that there was an underground tunnel. Of course, a tunnel would be underground. An underground tunnel going from the church sanctuary, where we are now, to the manse. And the people claim that was used in the Underground Railroad to hide slaves that were trying to get to Canada. I think that the reason that story existed and continues to exist is right here, this brick area, because part of the story is that there was a tunnel and they bricked in the entrance after the Civil War. And that's false, because first of all, this basement, as I said in the previous video, wasn't dug out till 1931. So the church was sitting on the bare ground during the Civil War and before. So they couldn't have dug a tunnel here because this was all dirt. The second thing is, I do know that they did put in things like brick here, and this is above what we call the south door of the sanctuary, and they put in brick work to further strengthen the foundation of the church as they dug the basement. And so that's what this is. This is not an opening to a tunnel, but rather a support for the doorway assembly above. Now we're going to go and look at the second reason why I can prove to you that there was no tunnel. So follow me. Now at this point, we're outside the southern door of the sanctuary. So just a minute ago, we were down underground, only a few feet from where we are now. But if we had this tunnel, that would mean the tunnel would have to come around where the camera position is now, across here, under the wall, under the graves, down the hill, and through all that work, and which would be almost like coal mining, they'd have to get exactly over to the manse. And so that is a reason why, one reason, I think that there was never a tunnel. Also, there is nothing in any church records talking about expenses or anybody about the digging. There's no letters or anything that we have found so far to indicate that. And finally, if you're trying to make a secret tunnel, everybody's going to know. So it wouldn't be very secret. So again, a second reason why I do not think that there was ever a tunnel here. Now, follow me and I'll show you the third and final reason. All right, now the third reason that I tell you there's no tunnel is we have here a picture from 1867, just after the Civil War. And it shows us the direction from the church. You can see the wall there, or I'm sorry, from the manse to the church, which is up here by my finger in the corner. And when I move this picture away and we talk a little more, I want you to note this round-headed headstone and a little curved one there. And we'll show you where it is today. So again, look how it's all overgrown and you don't see any scars or anything like that. Now let me show you this picture. This again was in the 1880s. This is of the manse. Notice that you see a bridge going across here. I'll show you that location in a minute. But there is a ravine running here. Ron Wicks claimed that that ravine was about 15 feet deep. There was a stream at the bottom. So therefore, you would not be able to dig a tunnel under a stream, or you have what I would call a well, because your tunnel would fill with water. So that's another reason. Now let's show you what it looks like today. As we look back here, right here in front of us, you see the round-headed stone and the one with the rounded pointy top, head and shoulders they call it. And if we went down further, you can see we go down a hill and then it sort of flattens out right there. And a little bit past where there's two brown stones are. And as you look, you see it flattens out because the new stones, where we have the new stones, those were built, the wall was extended at a later time than the Civil War, and these new stones are here. And if we look to the right, just pan to the right here, and we see that where the bridge was would be somewhere around the area of where the opening is in the wall. And that was all a ravine. If it was, let's use Ron's numbers of 15 feet. So where is it today? Well, when this Lanker Manor area was built, they made a road out of a farm lane called Wilhelm Road, just on the other side of our cemetery wall, and they dug it up to smooth it out. And so they took all that dirt and they laid pipe for the stream to run the stream underground, and they flattened it out. So if you look down at the bottom of our little slope that we have here, you see it's very flat. And if you look on the other side of the cemetery wall, you can also say it's very flat. That's where the ravine was, but it has been filled in. So again, another reason why they could not have had a tunnel here. I think we've proved that it just never existed. It was a story that started, maybe people saw that brick entrance and thought it was the beginning of a tunnel, but it never was so. So we know that historians always say that you need to trust but verify your sources, but we also know that historians will tell you that what you know today may change as you get more information. But I think physically it would be impossible to have a tunnel under the cemetery to the manse. So you just can't trust everything. As Presbyterians, we trust the Word of God and God's love. And if you'd like to join us with that, on Sundays at 9 o'clock, we have our church services. In summertime is 9 o'clock. And you're welcome to visit us through Zoom, or you're welcome to visit us in person. And so come join us. Thank you for watching. I hope that you feel God's presence and love this week.